Hey, hey, you two, how you doing? I'm about to start my Facebook. And you know what? Um, hey, okay, now this is a little weird. Let me see. You guys just roll with me. Just roll with me. Let me see. How can I get that to be where I'm in the middle of this? Give me a second. Periscope and YouTube. Khadijah Chapman here. Affectionately known as the Queen of the Double Digit Comma Club, if you don't know. And I have a mission to engineer Black millionaires, and I'm real serious about it. I'm like super serious. I'm pumped out of my mind about it. It's a mission I've been playing with for a while. When I say play, meaning I haven't come all the way in. I haven't given 100%. I've been doing a double dutch, like my coach says. Like one of them says, you know how you do the double dutch? You start and you stop, and you're like, oh, well, where do I get in at? But I go real hard in the paint, have a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. A lot of it is not information you haven't heard or you don't know about. It's a matter of, for me, inside of a platform designed for all of us to win. You know, Black people tend to have this, I'm not sure, I don't know, and I don't from that space of, you know, fear, and space where everybody that comes in, they get the wealth formula, right? And for me, it was sort of like, you know, it's a real simple equation. It's a real simple equation. But let me just say this. I've been self-employed for 22, and I actually became self-employed in 1994 when I had my daughter. And when I had my daughter, I was actually homeless. And it was the weirdest thing because I had a pocket full of money. Ain't like I was Oprah rich or anything, but for a kid, you know, a young lady my age, money. But what I didn't have, I did. So I could get the kind of home that I wanted. And my age probably didn't. I know you don't need credit to purchase a home, but anyway, anyway, at some point I did get a really nice apartment. One of my associates actually ended up co-signing a mentor of mine, older gentleman, and I had my daughter, and I went back to corporate America, went to work, and I realized that I just did not want to work a job. I was breastfeeding my child. I'm gonna switch chairs here, and hopefully when I switch chairs, it doesn't. May be a better chair for, let me see. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Look at my kitty cat. Sergio, just so bad. He never gets up there. My cats are always doing something weird when I go live, right? But anyway, I did want to work a job. I was breastfeeding. And I think I've always been an entrepreneur. I actually started working when I was 11 years old. And I know some of you guys are going, hey, what does that have to do with engineering Black millionaires? But it has a lot to do with it. Because I tried so many things that just didn't work. Or but I always was able to grind and hustle, and you know, and at some point you just you come to a place in your life where you're like, I want to hustle. You know, I don't want to grind. I want to have a real business that I can be proud of, that's serving in excellence, you know? So I ended up mentoring a lot of people, and I ended up being a lot of consultants to people who look like me. My goal was to help people get government contracts initially. When I was government contracts, I realized that a lot of us, we just don't have business. We're kind of, we have a business, may have those two dynamics, but we're not really, you know, paying taxes. We don't really have a staff, you know, like I hear Shay and Trevor talk a lot about, you know, I'm the one to do everything. I'm the one who do the marketing. I do the follow-up. I do the proposal. I do the videos. I do everything. And at some point, you just want to like kind of figure out how to, that CEO, which is the COE, the chief of everything, to the CEO, which is the chief executive officer. A chief executive is just that you're an executive. An officer, hey, it is what it is, right? Hey, I learned a lot of things in real talk, like maybe within the last like 3 to 5 years, is when things really came all the way home, like, you know, things. And I subscribed to a lot of things. I paid a lot of money, you know. At some point, it just became real clear that a lot of us, we just don't have this information, you know, we have bits and pieces of the information. And for a lot of us, we don't have the mindset, make money. But then there comes a time when it's like, you want to be in a position where your money is making money for you. And for me, that's the secret sauce. For me, that's the sauce that just makes everything else okay. Just like right now, I'm gonna be very transparent, okay? 2017 has been not a good year for me. It didn't start out good at all. It didn't end well either, okay? So, and I money out of thin air. So, it was there, and little by little, it wasn't there. You're a person who, my Social Security is going to be whatever, you know, it's going to be okay, maybe. I may get about $2,000 or $3,000 Social Security. That's not a lot of money. It won't pay for my lifestyle. My PERS, when I work for the county, I may get about $500 from that, you know, from the time I work with them. And then anything else is of my own, you know. So when I have $960,000 that kind of slips through my hands, that's like devastating. I don't want to say devastating. That's not the right word. It's a blow. The only right. Well, I saw that to say, if I didn't have my life set up a certain kind of way right now with investments, I'd be knocking on somebody's door, asking for somebody's income, asking for, what is it, food stamps, welfare, and I've been here. And I tell my story. I do tell my story, and I'm just really kind of playing with my Facebook. You know, I'm looking at my more consistent with that. This isn't a great time either. 7 o'clock, it's not a great time for broadcasting, at least not for someone who probably isn't known, and who knows who else is on it. That's okay. And then I'm doing YouTube, which I never I've never done YouTube Live, so I don't have an audience on YouTube Live. And my goal was to do, but I didn't start that one yet. And I don't even know. I have to, I guess, download. It's on my thing. So I have a desktop going. I have one of my iPhones, and I have another desktop. So I'm playing, and I know it may be a little weird, but I'm gonna go back and look at these videos and see. YouTube, which is here, or if I start talking to, I think when I talk to Periscope, everybody kind of think you win, because when I learning. But anyway, right now it's team. No, my challenge is the 7. I was forgetting that many challenges. Let me see, the 7 day wealth challenge. The 7-day wealth challenge. Yeah, give me a second here. Let me see. The 7-day wealth challenge, I think is the name of it. The 7-day wealth challenge. It's a really good challenge, you know. My thing is really getting my people to really think. And some people are going to be attracted to this conversation, and they're going to want to be a part of this conversation. And how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Shian Todd, thank you for joining me. So I'm kind of just playing around with some cameras here. So thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But as I was saying, I have a wealth. A minute, I was on late night on a couple of them. And they're very, we thought long and hard about the content, because I'm not trying to give a person a challenge. Yes, thank you. I'm not trying to give a person a challenge just to give them a challenge, just to get their email or just to get them to be on my list. You know, it's important that people are a part of my list, because this is a movement that we're creating, and inside of this movement, they're Black millionaires. And that's not even up for debate. It's not oh, you can't say that. You know, it's like, no, I can say that, because I'm very clear about my mission. I'm very clear about my knowledge. I'm very clear about my mentors. And I'm around some very powerful people who are feeding into me. They're giving this information with you. And yeah, excuse me. At the end of the day, live on my Facebook. Hold on, guys. Just hold on with us, sister. Oh wow. Well, I'm about to go in anyway. This is about Khadijah Chapman here. Actually, the double common love. I'm also your radical wealth strategist, because I'm very radical. My mission is to engineer Black millionaires. I founded the Millionaires Matrix, which is a wealth building platform designed to engineer Black millionaires. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're in the process of doing it. We're launching. We're going live. And I was just sharing with Facebook. I actually have Periscope here, and I have YouTube as well. And it's really starting next week. I have a full schedule. I'm going to be broadcasting every day at 9 a.m. And my Facebook Live just jumped off, but 9 a.m., noon. And then I think my schedule is 9 p.m. and then midnight, but I don't know if we changed that. But definitely 9 o'clock, noon, and midnight, we're playing with that. So we're going to be on live 4 times a day. I'm going to be kind of repeating the same information each day, but it's always going to have a twist, because I kind of speak off the word. People start the process of actually joining that. Our thing is, you know, and I have to keep saying, because at the end of the day, what makes what we're doing successful is the whole key is to have the Black community involved. The whole key is to, you know, we have $1 trillion with the spending power that we're giving away to others, which is diminishing our power. You know, at some point, God, you know, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. And I'm really not that big. I don't know what happened to my, I'm trying to play with live video here. And I'm gonna tell you guys too, I am going, GDP is like a small country just within our community, yeah. Had one for the guys. So, but I'm gonna keep it short here, see what she needs. But excuse me. Let me text her real quick. But make sure she's okay. My mother is a prime example of, you have to really be careful with the choices that you make when it comes to your health, because we talked a little bit about that as well. My mother, I was arguing with her about 2 years ago about her health and how she needs to have a better diet. And she stood in my kitchen and said, girl, I'm gonna die anyway, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, blah, 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 right? Well, now she's suffering the consequences of those words. And she's not doing too well, but she'll be okay. She'll be okay. So now guess what she want to do? She want to listen to her. You got it, man. You know, we all, yeah, when you young and you fly and you everything's good, just like when you are spending money. At some point, you got to have a wealth building mentality, period. Like you got to have some changes. You want some different things in your life. You gotta, you know what? You gotta have some different conversations with not just you, but even the people around you. See, this is what's true for me. Most of my friends, they work jobs and they're unhappy and they're miserable, right? And at some point, I realized that was not the life I wanted for me. And I didn't stop being people friends because they work a job. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. The mentality, at some point I outgrew mentality. So the type of people, like I want everybody around me to be making more money than me, to have bigger houses than me, and bigger cars than me. That's the space that I want. And I don't want to walk in and have the nicest car in the room and the nicest house. You know, is that making sense? It's like, I really want, like I heard one guy saying, this was so profound. I thought this is so profound. He says, I want to live above my means because I want to have the smallest house on the street so I could be inspired to get the bigger house that's next door to me. And I promise you, I missed out on this real estate deal here in Atlanta. I'm so hurt. Oh my God. Because it was like that kind of party. When you turn down this street, the houses were gorgeous. Like, oh my God, like, oh my God, oh my God. So when we put up to the house that I was looking at, which of course I didn't know, it was a very nice house. It's big and like the house I was buying was $400,000. And the other houses I later found out on the street were anywhere from $550,000 to $1.2 million. I had one of the smaller houses on the street. Missed it by, I missed the house by a couple of days. But that to me was a great space to buy because, again, you know, like I'm at a place in my life where my kids are grown. A huge house, but I'll always probably have at least 5,000 square feet. So, or at least 4,000. That's probably 4 is probably gonna be my minimum, even if it's just me. But in that space, that house was about, I think the house was about like 3,500 square feet, but it had a basement, which probably was another feet. And a lot of times when my daughter and I, we go looking at property because we're real estate investors, we'll look at welcome. Someone just joined us on Periscope. But we'll look at the cars. Real estate deal. We noticed that a lot of the sorry, I got to text my mom. We noticed that a lot of the, she's texting me, I'm in Atlanta, my daughter's there with her. We noticed a lot of cars in the driveway, they're like Honda Accords and Camrys and what's those, Jettas, you know, they're not Mercedes. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a few Mercedes and Lexuses and, you know, and that type of thing, and so on and so forth, Jaguars, but that's not the norm. That's more so like the minority. And it's kind of interesting because you go in other areas where people like, you know, they kind of faking it till you make it kind of thing. They all have luxury cars. Everybody, it's a luxury car in every driveway, or almost every driveway. And then is it the luxury at some point? Hi, Chris Norris. Thank you so much. To stop focusing and putting our money in things and things look the part and be the part. Absolutely, Cheyenne. Absolutely. Getting Start, join. Thank you, Getting Start. So absolutely. Challenge.com, Challenge.com. You can you know, go there and get started. It's a 7-day challenge. It's a very powerful challenge, and I talk about my challenges because I don't play. So it's only $25 a week, and after you go through the 7-day challenge, you find value, and you really want to be a part of that. So I'm always getting you to the money. So I'm always showing you how to get to the money. And if you really, really think about things that, hi, Alfred Borden, how are you? Thank you for joining. If you're really about getting to the money, then you'll accept the challenge and you'll take the 7-day wealth challenge.com, and you'll see the progression, you know. And some of it is relatively simple, and some of it is going to challenge you because that's what it is. It's a challenge. So the Millionaires Matrix, we're going live. We're going to be doing a soft launch here real shortly. Hi, Ask Jesus, Jesus. Is it Jesus or Jesus? Thank you so much for. Let me try to go live again on Facebook. Is it? We got. Let me just see this. Khadijah is live. Just see what happens. I'm really kind of playing with this video on Facebook, guys. Sorry, you're kind of catching me. I'm on a little rant here, but at the same time, I have AT&T now. I used to have time. You don't have to talk about making money. You better make talent, see what your own books open. You familiar with Chris Jenner? Maybe about that life. So hi, how are you? And I know that everybody needs a little attention sometimes. So, you know, the troll, you know, you can make things interesting. How about that? But we'll ignore you in the meantime. So if you come back around, somebody else can. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. Am I an economist? No, I'm not. Well, I'm a wealth strategist. Because, you know, like economist. I'm not sure how you define an economist. But I am my connection and camera. Okay, yeah, my Facebook Live is incorporating, but that's okay. I'm a wealth strategist. I'm the person who, I'm a radical wealth strategist. And I say radical because I do things a little bit different. Well, for some people, they have to kind of be edged out of their comfort zone. But we do everything that's like highly calculated, if that makes sense. I'm not jumping off a bridge without a parachute, you know what I'm saying? But I might jump off a bridge, but I'm gonna make sure that parachute is locked, loaded, and secured tight, so I have a great landing, you know. So that's kind of the space that I'm in. I'm in a space that what America, I don't, you know, just as a spiritual being having a human experience, a lot of things that we do here just don't make sense to me. And it's like, I mean, at some point you have to ask yourself, okay, it's how many billions of people in the world? Like six something, 6 point something. And you have less than 3% controlling the wealth. Like, come on, people. It's something wrong with that. And then you look at what most people do, and then you're saying, okay, well, what do you think about increased value of the dollar versus the Turkish liras? You know, that's really a conversation for probably my partner, because when it comes to that type of stuff, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I am not well versed in it, but I do forex trading, and so I'll get a little bit of that conversation from my trading room and my mentors. But I don't and put the money to work for us. I'm that girl. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not that girl. So yeah, but I have a business associate, and that's why you gotta have real smart people around you. So you ain't gotta know everything, but you can ask them. He can talk to you about anything, like any subject about money, baby. He is your guy. So yeah, at some point he's actually gonna come on live with me and do some scopes with me, things that he's just actually trades my money for me. I used to be a trader, and I'm getting back into that space. But I taught him option trading, and now he's just a beast with it. He's a beast with it. So now we're doing more things with the forex. Have you got children? Yes, I do. But yeah, but back to the mission. The mission at hand is about Millionaires Matrix, a wealth building platform designed to engineer Black millionaires. Thank you guys for joining. The two people who just joined, thank you so much. And you know, it's about having a plan. It's about being strategic. It's about having the intention. And in a sense, it's even more so about having the skill. I don't hope, I'm not wishing, I'm not so glad as a result of it. I was sharing earlier how this year, you know, $960,000 slipped through my hands. 960,000. That's like almost $1 million. And you know, when you're a person who's self-employed and something kind of goes to the left, I'm not a teacher. I'm a radical strategist. I'm self-employed for 22.5 years. Well, almost. And no, that's who I am, the founder of the Millionaires Matrix. I'm an educator, but I'm not a teacher. But however, I do want to fund the school system for the inner city youth, period. And I also want to be part of a conversation, or part of you know, I had an associate who said with me, hey, how you? But he said something so profound. SHIT together, and we can everybody do what they would do our own money. You know, he just went. I mean, it was a powerful conversation. And I was like, wow, you know, and I thought of it, and you know, I kind of, you know how you think of something, you think, well, that's not really possible. But then at some point, you start thinking about what is money. It's an agreement. You know, when I hand you $1, or look, I got $1 that's all tore up. I don't know how this happened. Look at that. But if I hand you $1, it's hurt. What is this thing? But that's going to change your real soon. You trust that this person, right? So there's a lot of bartering that goes on inside of a lot of communities, not just the Black community. So if there's an agreement, you know, if there's, just like with Bitcoin right now is something that somebody pretty much made up, and to me, that concept is so like foreign to me, because it's like there's created another form of money that is taken off like wow, gangbusters. And then you have your coin, and there's some other crypto coins out there. And yes, it's are you from Turkey, Alfred? Thank you guys so much for the hearts. Please share hearts, please share the scope if you find value, or when you find value, because you're gonna find some value here. But I am kind of just ranting a little bit, but my thing is this: we have the power, you know, and too many of us, we're trying to figure it out in the space where, like, for example, I have a family member who gets up every day at 6:30, where she gets up at 5 in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning, and then she's off by 6:30 in the morning, dropping her kid off at before care, and then she goes to work by 7, and then she's there all day. She hates her job, literally hates it. And okay, and then she gets off. No, her kid has to go to aftercare after school, and then she gets home. Time with her kid and her son, and then she, you know, cooks or whatever, and then she's exhausted, like to the point of I can't do anything but go to sleep. And I watch every single day. Look at my kitty cat. Oh, look at my other kitty cat. And I look up. I watch every single day. I watch people literally create money out of thin air. Every single day, I watch them. Because somebody shut that guy down, because you're in the wrong scope, boo boo. This ain't about booze. So, you know, at the end of the day, here, let me just block you. So yeah, he's blocked. Okay, so at the end of the day, just doesn't have time for anything. Oh, I watch every day. I watch people make money literally out of thin air. I watch them go from, today I was doing this, and this, but today I travel the world and all I need is my laptop. You know, these are the types of things that we teach inside of the Millionaires Matrix. I could keep this to myself. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm reading a text, I don't see me. So at the end of the day, excuse me, that's what it's about. It's about coming together and sharing resources and sharing our information and being in a position where live the life of your dreams. You really are able to create the life of your dreams. You really are able to be around people who are thinking like you, hopefully smarter than you, because I want everybody around me smarter than me. Everyone that is my mentors, they're all doing, if I made $1 million, they made 2 million. If I made 2 million, they made 3 million. I mean, really. They're expert at something. I had this girl one day trying to be my coach, and she was broke. And I mean, not that you can't be broke and be my coach, because maybe you could, but that didn't sit well with my spirit. Like, I'm like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. You can manifest money in your own life, but you're gonna show me how to manifest money in mine, you know. And she had a lot of knowledge, but she was more like still a student. At some point, the student has to graduate to become the teacher, and most today were once students. And I'm not, because at some point you got to start somewhere, right? And I'm not knocking that, but I can't talk to you in January and you graduated from your classes, and I talk to you the following January and you're still in the same place, because now you're just, I mean, I don't know, you haven't really graduated. So that's just kind of the space that I'm in. So listen, guys, I'm gonna get off here because I'm talking way too long, but I'm really just playing with lighting and seeing what's going on. So much for joining me. .com. I know that's right. Okay, honey. That's, well, hey, if you're a billionaire, I love it. I love it. That's what we're all heading to, you know. So thank you so much. And no, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. You know, they said positive. Joke about being happy. Joke about being so rich you can't stand yourself. Don't joke about being broke. Don't joke about being poor. Don't joke about anything negative. Joke about the positive. So, heck yeah, you're a millionaire. And I'm going to say this last thing. I was watching this guy tonight, how to make a lot of money. Thank you for joining us here, B1. And he joked, he was talking, he's helping people make a lot of money in a space in the internet world that I'm not interested in, but I like him. You know why I like him? Because he's so authentic. He's so true to who he is. Like, you know, he's on his scopes and he's smoking a cigar or he's drinking a beer and he's cussing. And I'm not saying be out here cussing, but I'm working on my potty mouth because I do have one. You know. Effing job, and how he hated going to work every effing day. And you know, you need people like that around you who are angry, who are like, you know what, I'm this SHIT. This is no way for me to live. Elite or VIP type stuff, and they're always trying to get me to talk to certain people who already got a whole bunch of money, and I'm like, that ain't my target. Now I do talk and I have conversations or whatever, and I get a lot of them looking at me like, well, you a millionaire. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I probably wouldn't be in this room if I wasn't, but that's not even the point. The point is, you know, I'm here to talk about us coming together, doing something collectively. And I find that a lot of people I'm around who have a lot of money, they got there and without much help from people who look like us. And a lot of them feel like, I got here, you got to figure out how to get here because I had to go through XYZ to get here. You know, like they kind of have that kind of, like, if there's anything I can do to help you, then let me help you. Actually, real soon, I really am. Just so, as a matter of fact, you know what? I have a powerful webinar that I'm putting together. As a matter of fact, you guys just gave me the greatest idea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that webinar up right now so that next week, when I go live, 9 a.m., noon, 9 p.m., and midnight, I think I may have to have a 6 o'clock in here because we try to do is like every 3 hours, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to put a 6 o'clock in here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a 6 o'clock in here. I'll be able to direct people to that webinar because that webinar is so on fire. It's so powerful, and it really breaks down everything. Because when I kind of come on and just talk, unless I'm giving a list of something to do, or I have some steps to this, or so, I kind of just ramble. And I'm not a rambler. I'm a let's make it happen kind of a girl. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and just speak for a little bit and just kind of just see how these things are going to be. And they told me to go for at least 45 minutes, but. Okay, I'm at 40 minutes. You know, we're going to play with some of the video and just see some of the stuff and whatever. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Take the Wealth Challenge. No. Sorry. The 7-day Wealth Challenge. The 7-day Wealth Challenge. If, you know, go and be a part of the 7-day Wealth Challenge. It's free and some powerful stuff. And I really look forward to meeting you guys inside the Millionaires Matrix so that I get to, you know, really get to know you. We get to know each other at some point. We get to work together at some point, and we bring this vision to life. You know, this is just something really different. And it used to be scary for me. It used to be like, oh my God, I'm going to really, you know, expose my life and what I do, and what if people don't like it, or what if people don't want to do it, or what if people. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? If one person joins the Matrix and I create 1 millionaire in the next 3 to 5 years, then it is what it is. If 100 people come in, then it is what it is. Hi, Dons. But more of us who get inside of this conversation with a real plan of action, with real strategy. Thank you for joining David 1983. With real strategy, real intention, and choosing to go for excellence, then that creates a vortex for so many of us to do bigger, bolder, and greater things. You know, and my tagline, people who know my Facebook, is it's time for big, bold, and amazing. What's going on? Like this whole, you know, do you don't care about what people say. Do what you do, see it. Right, yeah, absolutely. Well, I definitely, if I cared about what people said, I wouldn't even be here. You know, like one of my associates, for example, she used to get so upset. Thank you for joining, by Chadley. She used to get so upset because, you know, people said things that wasn't true, so far from the truth. And I told her, I said, you know, first of all, the truth stands and the lie never stands. So don't worry about the negative. You just stay focused on doing you. Don't even give that any energy. And like I used to always say, if you have something to say about me, you don't say it to me, then it's none of my business. And then the other, hi, thank you guys for joining. And then the other side of that conversation was, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing that right. So you gotta have somebody need to be saying something bad, something just because. Oh, I'm excellent. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for the hearts. Any of my replay viewers, if you seeing the hearts, it keeps me motivated, keeps me going. Thank you so much. Oh, wow, that's really nice because, girl, I feel kind of beat up today. So thank you so much. I take all compliments. I sure do. I really appreciate them. This is a lot of hard work, guys. Instagram and chat. When I go hard on Facebook, I promise you, when people are in service, because anyone who gets on to broadcast and share their vision and share their products and share their knowledge and their skill set, yeah, they're charging you for it. You know, must be cold in here. No, charging you for it, but it's worth the price, because if you don't pay for knowledge, then you're going to pay through experience. And you know, a lot of people, thank you, you follow me, cool, awesome, thank you so much. My goal is to be more present. My goal is to be more consistent, because this is very serious what we're doing. And I promise, guys, we don't know this, but I shut down my brick and mortar, so now I'm full-time doing this. So I will be on a lot more. PM, 9 p.m. is 5 times. And it really breaks down who we are, what our mission is, what our vision is. You know, you get to see our concept, and it's powerful. It's amazing, you know, because we wanted to make it affordable enough that people who really wanted to be a part of this mission can be a part of it, and the money that they're spending is working for them. So it's almost like we set it up where when you join the Millionaires Matrix, right? We set it up where the money you're paying every month is really, you're paying for your own services based on, but we're breaking it down. And if you want to pay it all up front, you can. Most people don't have $10,000. In little bitty chunks for you, like little, like let me wow, it's been about 3 weeks ago, and it was a credit conference about credit. Now I don't do credit repair, but one of the things that I thank you so much for the hearts. One of the things that I'm real clear on is that if you have excellent credit, your credit change your life. You know, and for people who have credit, some people don't know what to do with the credit. So we share, we're in that space of showing you, right? Well, I went to a timeshare. And I told the guy when I got there, I said, hey, I got 2 timeshares. I don't need a timeshare, but timeshares are not true timeshares, but that's something comparable, right? So he went through this whole dynamic, and I'm like, I ain't buying nothing. I didn't come here to buy anything. Tricked into the timeshare because someone called me about a vacation package, told me it wasn't a timeshare. Make a long story short, it was a vacation, and I was not going to buy. Do you hear me? That's all I talk about. I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, right? Thank you so much. Today, when I left out of there, I had bought. Yeah, look, they got me. They got me. It was such an amazing, it was amazing. I'm so excited about about it. Now, I don't know if it's as good as they said it was, because I had bought one before and it wasn't a true time, but it wasn't as good as they said, so we were able to get out of it. One of the things that we do inside the Millionaires Matrix is that it's a lifetime guarantee. Our concept is amazing, period. Then we know some people are going to go and do their own thing, right? That's fine. That's fine. We don't want you anyway, right? Bye, Felicia. But for people who understand the mission behind the movement and they understand, look, we're here to engineer Black millionaires. We're here to help to buy back our communities. Our communities by myself. Michael Jordan can't do it. Oprah Winfrey can't do it. Can't do it by themselves. Can't do it. However, if collectively we can do it, engineering enough Black millionaires, we will get our babies off the street who's sagging. Our babies on the street sagging because they lost. You don't know who they are. We teach you who you are inside the Millionaires Matrix. When you leave up out of there, you will have the confidence. You will have the knowledge of who you are as a spiritual Black person in America. And you'll know your place. It's so much history that we don't even know about us. It's a subconscious going on that we're not good enough. We're not as good as. That word minority, scratch it, stump it, throw it away. Don't ever say it again. You're not a minority. The only time you ever a female might be part of that enterprise. But you are not a minority. It's 44 million. Feel about that word. However, says Timothy's. That's a whole nother conversation. But when you really start to understand where you come from, the power of voice, the power, of language, the power of communication, the power of first, because a lot of people talk about first. We did so many things first, and damn it, we don't even know about it. We don't even have a clue. Like, I remember I used to think the white man was so smart. Like, I thought he was so brilliant. As a kid coming up, I was looking at the cranes and their building and the scaffolds and the architect, only to find out we did all of that stuff. Not only did we do it first, we did it better. We didn't even have the tools that they have today. I don't know how we were doing and create some of that. You go and you look at the ruins of the world and the castles and some of the most majestic places in the world, and guess who built them? We did, our ancestors. So listen, guys, I do have to go. It's almost an hour here. So I see Facebook Live couldn't handle it. I see I'm still on Periscope. Thank you so much, guys, for the hearts. I really, really, really appreciate it so much. Again, share the scope and find value. Replay. Share the scope. Give girls some hearts. I'm still playing with you guys, trying to figure you out. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate you. The 7-day wealth challenge. We have two. One is the 30-day. Actually, we turned it to like a 6 or 8 week. This one is only 7 days. And to get some money, because see, when you get to shmoney, when you show people how to get to shmoney, one thing I know, they stay loyal to you, they stay committed to you. I have people who've been following me for years because they made money with me. And if they did make money with me, I showed them how to make money inside their own business. Because at the end of the day, I just want you to get a check. They were calling at least that. And when you make 10,000, that I had to block. I hope not. And take their lives to the next level. I ain't here to show you my boobs. Wait, what did you say? I was hoping you weren't I was hoping you were you the Yasir that was here earlier that I had to block? I had to block the Yasir. That's not a common name. And maybe the name wasn't Yasir, so don't get me started. But listen, guys, I'm going to go now, but take the 7-day wealth challenge. I'm so sorry. I should have put it in my subscription thing. But I'll be on a little later because I'm still playing with some lighting and stuff, but I'll only be on for like 15 minutes when I come on later. But all right, guys, thank you so much for being on my scope, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now. And for YouTube, you guys, if you enjoy anything that I've said, I know the light is getting a little dim here, so I'm gonna have to figure that out for you guys. I'm gonna turn this other light on just to see, because I'm really kind of playing around with somebody was doing a scope on lighting. I needed to be on that scope. All right. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts. I so appreciate it. But now I think that light is blinding. It's this, but it's, let's see, I'm not the lighting queen. My used to do this kind of stuff for me. Let me see. Yes. You know, sitting down, I almost look like I'm 6 months pregnant. I'm like, whoa, what's going on with that? I do need to, I can't pinch an inch. I do need to, yeah, it's not cute. Anyway, see, that's another thing. You know, as a woman, when you come on, you want to look, you want to look, yeah, it ain't like to try and put on your Sunday. I understand when I said I need to lose 15 pounds. It's all right here. It's all right there. You're pretty. Don't worry about this. Oh, thank you, guys. Well, thank you so much. I know that ain't had nothing to do with the scope, but I'm real and I'm raw. You never know. Well, you can, you know, join my you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Khadijah the Millionaire Maker on Instagram. If you take the Wealth Challenge, which is 7daywealthchallenge.com. Is it? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I can't think of the name of my challenge. Oh, I wasn't really. The 7-Day Wealth Challenge. You know what? I'm gonna have to change that name because I keep forgetting the name. It's the 7-Day Wealth. You know, you get on my list, and then you will get my information. You know, you get in. Same name in Facebook yet. Well, my name in Facebook is actually Khadijah X Chapman, Khadijah, Khadijah X, and then Chapman. So yeah, I'm gonna change that too. All right, guys. But for now, that's it. And then my YouTube channel is Team 3K a Day, which I just started. I just started, and I don't think I have one subscriber, and I don't even have one video. Well, no, I'm not Arab. Well, I was about to have black ears. Of course they do. We have black everything. We were the everywhere first. No, I am of African descent from the United States of America. My name is Arab and African. Yeah, you know, Africans came before the Arabs, so you know. But yeah, it is. It's Arabic and it's African. Yeah. I love my name. Someone thought it was a name that I chose, but it was actually chosen for me. My mom, this is my birth name. So, and people always ask, am I Muslim? Thank you. It's nice to meet you as well. Morocco. I want to go to Morocco. Yes, I want to go all over. You know how huge Africa is? Like, most people who come from Africa, they've only been in like one small part of Africa. Like how we here in the States, like we may travel a little bit. And it's like my understanding of Africa is you can go from one area to another area and it'd be a totally different dialect, it'd be a totally different hookup. I can't wait to have that experience myself. I literally want to take a year and just travel Africa. Thank you so much. You'll be my host if I come to Morocco. Are you in Morocco now or are you in the States? Where are you now? And that's another thing too. We need to tie our, okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being on our scope. But we need to tie, like, this is something that was so cool that rappers were doing back in the day. I thought this was so cool. They were getting cotton swabs and finding out like where they came from, like what village they came from. And then they were going to that village, and then they were buying the village water or whatever they needed, a school. And it's so interesting because that information never made it on CNN. And if it did, it'd be like a 2-minute, like if it was on ET or Entertainment Tonight or, you know, TMZ's, whatever, it would be like literally, they talk about it for 20 seconds, you know. But, and what was so cool about that is, you know how cool, that's gangster for real. Like, okay, I'm figuring out I'm from wherever. And then that's the area in Africa I want to go because I know that's my village. But this is the thing that a lot of people don't know. I don't care what color you are. We all come from a village somewhere in Africa. I don't care what color, what race. It don't matter. There's nobody walking this earth who they do a swab. Now, if they don't look for it, because there's different swabs that they do for genetic traits and code and all of that crap. However, we all come from a village somewhere in Africa. How about that? Now, does the village still exist? That may be a different conversation. There are some villages that are no longer there, but we all come from a village in Africa. No, color doesn't matter. Well, color does matter. And, you know, I get what you're saying when you say that, but color does matter. And I'm going to say that, I'm going to say this because my body takes different medicine than your body. But in America, because they do everything according to the white male who's around the age 30-ish, then that is what it is. And that's why a lot of people don't do well and they end up having to take you. It can't heal your body. You cannot work with you, cannot be friends with you. You're absolutely right. It doesn't matter. When it comes to your health, when it comes to understanding who you are, when it comes like Black people in America, we don't really have a culture. We don't even know our culture. And it does matter because a lot of our people, they don't have a sense of self-pride because they're in a space that not for them. There's nothing positive here for them. Like there's nothing positive. Like, oh yeah, it's equal opportunity. You can go and get it. You can go to school. You can go to. But the people that pull the strings in America, if you ain't trying to work a job here, it's like it's almost like you're asking for somebody else's permission to do something. When we have enough money amongst ourselves to do whatever we want to do, the challenge is we're giving all of that power away. All right, guys, it's your girl, Dr. Khadijah Chapman here. Gotta go. Thank you so much for being here. Talk to you later, Facebook Live. Talk to you later. Periscope, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the heart. See, I want to go. We gotta go. Bye-bye. I had 124 people live viewers. That's so weird. I couldn't see that. Oh my God. Why can't I ever see that I had that many viewers? I'm like, okay, anyway, that's that. Now, when I stop this, see, all right, stop the broadcast. All right, bye-bye.